Hey there, beautiful dreamer. I'm Carolina Sizemore, and I just wanted to thank you for joining me on my channel today. I'm going to be sharing some timeless truths with you on how to actually make your dreams a reality, and I'm going to give you some steps to start pursuing the life that you always imagined. So today, I'm going to share a little timeless truth that I've experienced in my life. I know it is possible, but it's not quite as fun or encouraging to take this journey alone. And yes, I am here for you. I'm rooting for you. I'm cheering you on. But I just want to talk about what it looks like to take this journey with a group of friends that are actually cheering you on in this journey as well. And they're not only supporting you in your dreams, but you're supporting them in theirs at the same time. So what does this look like? You know, social media and movies have really tricked us into believing that friendships are one-dimensional. I mean, it may look like, hey, we're going to go out for a girls' night this weekend, and they're just all sitting there looking really cute, holding their wine glass. But what is the depth to that relationship? It may be there. I'm not dishing it. I don't know. I don't know if that's a really tangible relationship, because some people have that. But sometimes some people just have that because they think that's what they're supposed to do. And it's not just about meeting people for coffee. In fact, I was talking to a young woman one time, and she was actually having lots of meetings with people, but the meetings weren't accomplishing anything, not even accomplishing any connection in her soul. And like I told you a couple of episodes ago, our time is the most valuable commodity that we have. So when you're looking to develop a friendship, I want to ask you some really deep questions to consider. What do you need in a friend? Do you need that person that's going to be your confidant, that you can just pour out your heart to, that will listen? And I think that's the first timeless truth that we need to record. Having someone that's actually going to listen to you. And that means listening to you while you vent and not trying to give you advice. Sorry, all the men out there. Okay. Having that friend that's going to let you pour your heart out, whether it's bemoaning what's going on at home or at work, and just listen. And then divert you back to reality at the end of the conversation. Not interrupting, not giving you advice, but just being there as a sounding board. That's the most important quality I look for in a friend, and I think that you should be searching for as well. But in order to find that type of friend, you have to be that type of friend first. So I encourage you to start out and practice your listening skills. Well, I guess you're kind of doing that right now because you're listening to me on this podcast. So be a good listener and look for a good listener. The second thing you want to look for, like I said, when you have those coffee dates or girls' nights, is you want to look for a tribe of women that are going to support you. They're going to cheer you on. They're going to bring you back to reality. If you say, hey, I shared with my friend that I really want to get in shape this season, and I'm going to do that by signing up for a 5K at the end of summer. Your friend is going to be the one that says, hey, you want to go shoe shopping this weekend so you can start practicing for that 5K? And if you had an even better friend, they're going to say, hey, I'm going to sign up with you. That's the kind of girlfriend you want in your corner. And I've had the privilege of having those. In fact, I've been writing this book, and what it really encouraged me to write this book was the journey I had in trying to pursue running a half marathon with a friend of mine. And I just detailed the whole journey of what it looked like. You know, the most powerful statement you can ever hear from another woman is, what? Me too. When somebody connects with you in that place where you say, I'm going through this, and they go, me too. When you say, I have this dream or this goal, and they say, me too. Because then you are running this race together, and you align in your dreams and goals, and you can encourage each other along the way. So find that person that's not going to only cheer you on in your dreams and your goals, but maybe that's going to even run alongside you as you pursue it. Okay. So that's the second timeless truth. And finally, and this is kind of a funny one, to find that person that's going to be honest with you. Like if you go shopping with them, they're going to honestly tell you that that outfit makes you look like, well, like the lady you see out in public and you're wondering, doesn't she have any friends? So that one, they will honestly tell you, hey, that's not the most flattering outfit, are you? Or, oh, girl, I don't care how much that costs. You need that outfit in your closet. That's the kind of friends we're looking for. Not the ones that will go, yeah, it's fine. Do whatever you want. You make the decision. Or not the ones that are going to tell you just what they think you want to hear, because that's not a true friend. A true friend is going to be honest with you through the good and through the bad. In fact, I can't help but thinking about Queen Esther in the Bible. When she came to a place in her life where she had to actually risk life or death to accomplish something that she knew God was calling her to do, that her uncle was telling her, maybe you were put in this place for such a time as this. When we come to those situations in our life, do we have the women in our corner that are going to say, hey, I'm here for you. What do you need? And even if you say, I really need for y'all to pray with me on this. In fact, let's take it a step further. Can you guys fast with me for 3 days? And I don't know if you know what fasting is or if you've ever done a fast. Sometimes it goes a little beyond the fad of intermittent fasting. Sometimes it goes as far as just having a juice or water for a whole day. No food, no snacks, because you're beseeching God for a specific matter, and you want him to have your whole attention. If you've got girls like that in your corner, they're saying like, hey, I'm going to sacrifice everything just to join you in prayer for this situation. That's a true girlfriend. Like somebody who's going to hit the carpet with you and pray for your kids when they're going crazy in high school, or when a work situation is not going the way you thought it would. If you have those girls in your corner, you have everything. In fact, I think these are the people that you need to help you accomplish your goals. And you know what? If you haven't done that vision board yet, more fun than having a wine night on the weekend, why don't you all have them come together and create vision boards? Like y'all could share your dreams together. You can spur each other on. You can tell your friend, hey, I am putting this down because I'm expecting you to hold me accountable. That's made the most difference in my life, having that person that calls me out on the carpet. In fact, this happened last week. I have a big event coming up in a month, and it's just right up there with running a half marathon. I have to be in that kind of tip-top shape. In fact, I'll talk about that in a later episode, how I'm coming out of retirement. But what that looks like is a very strict eating regimen, a very strict cardio regimen. And this isn't something that I've done for quite a few months. And so when I wanted to steer off after a really hard day, this person held me accountable by saying, but you told me this is what you wanted to do. This is your goal. That's a true friend. That's someone who really has your back when it counts. And so find that person that as you sit down and you say, this is my goal and this is what I really want to accomplish. And let's say, for example, you're saving up for your dream vacation. And I'm going to tell you how to do that as well in a future episode. And you told your friend, I'm going to save up for this dream vacation. And that weekend you say, hey, let's go to San Antonio and go shopping. And she says, hey, I thought you told me last week that you weren't going to spend any excess money because you wanted to save up for this dream vacation. And you're like, oh, yeah, right. What can we do instead? That girl's got your back. Find friends like that. Have that vision board making party. Share your goals with 2 or 3 friends and allow them to hold you accountable. And it's okay. I had a friend one time that I did that to. I told her, hey, you told me this and I'm holding you accountable. She didn't talk to me for 2 or 3 days. But by the end of the week, she said, I am so sorry. You're right. That was my goal. You weren't calling me out and telling me something you wanted for me. You were telling me what I told you that I wanted for myself. So thank you for being that friend. Sometimes it's hard, but at the end, you're going to have the result you want. And that is going to be your tightest friend because they've been there through the hardships with you. And then they get to celebrate the big victories with you. When you take that dream vacation and you're going to be able to say, that's because my friend cheered me on. That's because they kept me from veering off of that goal. And when I think about it, I think Jesus also had a close tribe around him. And then he had that closer tribe of 3 people that he's like, hey, come up on this mountain with me. I want to show you something. You need to have those group of friends. You can have a lot of acquaintances, and I feel like I have a lot of acquaintances. But there are only 2 or 3 women in my life that I share my true heart with. And they're the ones that say, Carolina, you can do it. So let me know when you find those 2 or 3 girlfriends that believe in you, believe in your goals. They're going to tell you what to wear, what not to wear, because they really love you. And they're going to help you stay true to those goals that we are creating together. Okay, tune in next time, and we're going to really start putting some pedal to the metal. We're going to be writing out action steps for those goals that y'all put on the dream board. So invite those friends to join you on the podcast so y'all all can be equipped to accomplish those dreams that you were created to accomplish.